Good morning, everyone. Virgo Triad here. Once again, happy Valentine's Day. It is February 14th, 2018. Moving forward with what we were working on yesterday with regards to some of the theories that have come out that are affecting, well, what people are seeing with regards to a lot of the freedom movements and New Age movements that are floating around the internet currently. I wanted to address some popular, well, we'll call them nicely questions, but in reality, they were more like challenges to me. In order to try to get people to understand a little bit better what the Federal Reserve actually is capable of, isn't capable of, and misunderstandings that have been brought about by people who either have skewed the truth, twisted the truth, or just entirely negated the truth. And this, you see this happen a lot. There's no specific group to blame. There's information that's exchanged from one place to another. And for those that are not as savvy about looking things up and actually finding out what the facts are, and that is what we're dealing with here, facts. We are not dealing with a belief. We are not dealing with a alternative truth. We are dealing with facts. And with that being the case, it is absolutely necessary to take a look at what real facts are. That's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be taking a lot of these questions and I'm going to be turning them into what the factual answers are. Now, these facts can be located all over the place. You can locate them online. You can locate them in your law libraries. You can locate them by calling and asking questions to different entities that they pertain to. So these are not beliefs. These are not alternative truths. There is no reason to continue to battle this because it is simply fact. And as you know, facts are facts. So my suggestion is just to sit back and see if there's anything that you might have submitted that I'm going to be addressing here. I am just going to be putting up the facts. I'm not going to be putting up the questions, as that just takes way too much of everybody's time. And everybody's busy today, so I want to make sure that this is as short as possible. So here we are moving along. We are going to start today's questions presented with what has been questioned with regards to the Federal Reserve. Okay, and here we go, folks. Facts. Yes, it is true that the Federal Reserve banks are privately owned, but they are controlled by the publicly appointed Board of Governors. The Federal Reserve banks merely execute the monetary policy choices made by the board. In addition, nearly all of the interest the Federal Reserve collects on government bonds is rebated to the Treasury each year, so the government does not pay any net interest to the Fed. Facts. No foreigners own any part of the Fed. Each Federal Reserve Bank is owned exclusively by the participating commercial banks and savings and loans operating within the Federal Reserve's bank's district. Individuals and non-bank firms, be they foreign or domestic, are not permitted by law to own any shares of a Federal Reserve Bank. Moreover, monetary policy is controlled by the publicly appointed Board of Governors, not by the Federal Reserve banks. Fact. Independent accounting firms conduct full financial audits of the Federal Reserve banks and the Board of Governors every single year. The Fed is also subject to certain types of audits from the Government Accounting Office. Facts. The Federal Reserve rebates its net earnings to the Treasury every year. Consequently, the interest the Treasury pays to the Fed is returned, so the money borrowed from the Fed has no net interest obligation for the Treasury. The government could print its own currency independent of the Fed, but there would be no effective safeguards against abuse of this power for political gain. Facts. The Federal Reserve banks have only a small share of the total national debt, about 7%. Therefore, only a small share of the interest on the debt goes to the Fed. Regardless, the Fed rebates that interest to the Treasury every year, so the debt held by the Fed carries no net interest obligation for the government. In addition, it is Congress, not the Federal Reserve, who is responsible for the federal budget and the national debt. Hold on to your pants, everyone. This is a big one. Facts. Kennedy wrote Executive Order 11110 to phase out silver certificate currency, not to issue more of it. Records show that Kennedy and the Federal Reserve were almost always in agreement on policy matters. He even signed legislation to give the Fed more authority to issue currency. Facts. McFadden was incorrect regarding the Fed costing the government money. However, later, economic analysis agrees with him that Federal Reserve policy blunders had a substantial role in causing the Depression. However, his implication that this was done deliberately has no basis in fact. Moreover, for a dozen years prior to his rant, McFadden had been the chairman of the House subcommittees that oversaw the Federal Reserve. Why didn't he do anything to reform or abolish the Fed while he had the chance? Facts. The banking system is indeed able to create money with the mere computer keystroke. However, a bank's ability to create money is tied directly to the amount of reserves customers have deposited there. A bank must pay a competitive interest rate on those deposits to keep them from leaving to other banks. This interest expense alone is a substantial portion of a bank's operating cost and is de facto proof a bank cannot costlessly create money. And finally, fact. The term lawful money does not refer to gold or silver coin, but to types of money which the government would permit banks to use when tabulating their reserves. These types of money include, but were not limited to, gold and silver coin. If you guys like this type of video, where I address specific challenges that have been submitted to me via email or through the comment section, please thumbs up so that I know, and then that way I can continue to do more of these where I actually pick out information that people have requested or challenged me on. I have no problem whatsoever doing that if it helps and if it's easier. It does seem to be a bit shorter than going into long detail of me just rambling, trying to explain different things at different times. And so this way we can go ahead and continue further with these if everybody would like to. All right. But there we have it, some information with regards to some challenges that have been submitted, some questions that have been submitted regarding the Federal Reserve, most of them based upon the ideology of the sovereign citizen movement or the Redemption Act movement, which are virtually linear to one another. So you just let me know what you think, and we'll move forward from there. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.